Hi, my name's William, and today I'll be presenting an audit report of the Netflix brand. Firstly, a brief overview of the Netflix company. Netflix at its core is a streaming service provider and film producer with over 192 million paying subscribers. Netflix is available internationally in every other country than China, Syria, and North Korea. Netflix gave consumers power when they were the first to release all episodes of a new series at once, creating a binging culture. Netflix differentiates from its competitors by being the first streaming service for movies and television programs, securing the biggest, most valuable partnership deals to stream the big-name Hollywood movies and series, having a highly diversified film offering that allows them to target multiple markets, producing their own movies and series called Netflix Originals, and leading the market through innovation including technological advancements like a more intelligent preference algorithm. A brief history of the Netflix company. In 1977, Netflix was founded in Scotts Valley, California, just 30 minutes outside Silicon Valley, by Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph. They started as a DVD sales and rental by mail company. In 2000, Netflix adopted a monthly subscription model for their service, allowing users to rent certain amounts of titles depending on what level subscription they held. In 2007, Netflix knew that an online service was the way of the future, and had originally designed a Netflix set-top box that they were about to release until they decided on a streaming design inspired by YouTube. In 2012, Netflix amounts huge debt by securing the rights to stream movies and TV shows owned by companies such as Sony, Disney, and Warner Brothers on a contract basis. In 2013, Netflix released all of the episodes of their debut original House of Cards at once. Today, Netflix dominates the entertainment streaming market with over 193 million subscribers and a revenue of more than $20 billion a year, earning them a spot in the Forbes top 50 most valuable brands. Some notable subsidiaries of Netflix include Millarworld, a comic book company owned by Netflix, DVD.com, Netflix's original DVD rental by mail subsidiary, and they also own a number of others mainly to do with operating and producing geo-targeted content in different countries. Netflix faced some fierce competition in the Australian market. Stan is an Australian-owned like-for-like competitor to Netflix. They also have a very similar service and offering as Netflix, but have some Australian-made film and TV shows. Foxtel provides indirect competition through their regular set-top box service, but also now offer a streaming service called Foxtel Now. Despite being a competitor, Netflix and Foxtel have a partnership which allow Foxtel to show some Netflix originals, but also allow consumers access to Netflix via the set-top box. QuickFlix is a new Australian-owned company which has a similar model to the 2010s Netflix, where they offer both a streaming and DVD rental service. They only stream and rent movies. Netflix also faced competition internationally from a number of other sources, including Disney+, Amazon Prime, and Hulu. Netflix is extremely particular with the use of their logo and symbol, knowing that consistency is key in ensuring a uniform brand identity. Here you can see exactly how they specify what color and spacing to use on their website. And here you can see how they also specify what to avoid when using their symbol in any marketing. Netflix also uses this sound to create a stronger brand recall when watching Netflix. Some notable brand associations to go with the Netflix brand: family-friendly and always accessible are very positive brand associations that promote the anyone, anytime, anywhere mantra. Binge watching can also be seen as positive if the shows they are producing and contracting are binge-worthy by consumers. Expensive is a negative brand association, but Netflix is on the more expensive side of stream entertainment as seen in positioning. A rough diagram of the positioning of the main streaming services available in Australia. Netflix is positioned in a premium end of the market, being $14 a month, but offering a wide range of selections and also high definition options. Netflix's use of an intuitive algorithm allows them to tailor their service to a wide range of cultures, age groups, and demographics. This allows them to have a target market as wide as 10 to 70 years of age, and also target the 130 different countries they operate in. Shown on the screen is a comparison of how the home screen looks for an adult compared to a child. Netflix does most of its advertising on social media, so their target market is somewhat technologically able people who would also be able to navigate the website. Netflix uses a combination of viral mass media messages and content marketing when campaigning. They also used to offer a free trial period like many other streaming providers, but it was being abused by consumers to avoid paying for the service entirely. The picture on the left is a photo of CEO and founder Reed Hastings during a speech at the Consumer Electronics Show in 2016. Reed announced that while he had been on stage, Netflix had gone live in 130 countries and got hashtag Netflix everywhere trending globally with a 95% positive sentiment. The picture on the right is a photo of actor Kevin Spacey as his character Francis Underwood in the popular Netflix original House of Cards. To launch their 4th season, Netflix played an advertisement that closely resembled an actual political campaign during a break in the live presidential debate of 2016. Over 30 million people saw the ad live, and it was talked about on live news, in newspapers, and it was trending on Twitter. For the purposes of the brand report, 20 respondents were given a survey to collect data on the following topics: awareness, performance, imagery, judgment, and resonance of the brand. As stated, the target market is incredibly broad, so our youngest respondent was 14 and our oldest was 75. The graph on the screen shows the results in percentages of brand awareness questions given to respondents. It's interesting to note that all 20 respondents had heard of Netflix. Netflix and Stan are extremely close in terms of respondents' favorite service. A common theme that differentiated Stan from Netflix, as they were asked to explain their choice, was the Australian-made film and series available. Another interesting point was that 45% of respondents currently use more than one service, and 20% use all 4 services. Only 2 respondents did not pay for any service, but had used one in the past. In terms of value for money, all competitors perform quite well. Disney Plus and Amazon Prime are both a lot cheaper than Netflix and Stan, so their lack of range is made up for in value for money. With the website app ease of use of speed, Amazon Prime particularly performs badly because of the advertisements. Even though they're skippable, a lot of respondents still found them annoying. Being able to download film and watch offline used to be a point of difference for Netflix, but it's now something all 4 streaming services offer. Netflix, however, does offer a built-in internet speed test and a better algorithm and profile design. In terms of brand imagery, the level of excitement and sophistication variance was quite low. There were also no questions relating to the people who use the brands in an imagery sense because the brands are streaming services and there is very little public display of what brands people use. As seen in the graph above, Netflix and Stan are standout in terms of consumer perception. Disney Plus scores a lot better in recommendation than superiority because it still holds high value for money, but it is not superior to alternative options. An interesting note with the graph you can see on the screen is that brand loyalty is extremely low. When questioned further, respondents explained that they didn't really emotionally connect with the brands and would happily switch if there were better alternatives. Amazon Prime was discussed infrequently because of the lack of high-quality series on their streaming service. Initially, it was assumed that Disney Plus would be the same, but with exclusives such as The Mandalorian, they rated quite highly. In conclusion, Netflix is a well-resonated, well-judged, high-performing brand. Their success is due to them historically being the innovative market leaders in this space. Disney Plus poses a risk due to its low-price, high-value model, as well as promoting other producers to create their own platforms. Netflix should continue to develop their Netflix originals to protect them from that theoretical outcome. Stan proved that focusing on earning the rights to geologically cultural television and film can also be successful. Amazon Prime proved that even if advertisements are skippable, people don't like them, so a streamlined application will stay successful. Thank you for listening to my presentation.